In this video, I'm going to share 3 simple steps that help my nervous system calm down and allow the emotions to move through my body instead of staying stuck. Hi everyone, it's Gordana, and today I want to share a personal experience from a few weeks ago. You might recognize yourself in this story, and I hope it helps bring awareness to something many of us go through. Because sometimes we try to think our way out of emotions, when what we actually need to do is allow them to move through the body. You see, few weeks ago, I was going through a difficult moment. I felt like I had made the wrong move in something that really mattered to me. And because this wasn't the first time something like that happened, it felt like a pattern. One step forward, 2 steps backwards. And that hit me hard. I felt stressed, I felt down, and I felt stuck, like I couldn't move forward. And consciously, I kept telling myself, this does not define me. This is not who I am. It will not control how I act towards my loved ones, and it can change. And those thoughts were true, yes, but my body was telling a completely different story. And the body doesn't lie. So this time I felt it very clearly in my body. Chest tightness, my heart beating faster. At moments it even felt like it was flickering. The sensation was intense. And there's actually a neurological reason for this. When something feels threatening, even emotionally threatening, a part of the brain called amygdala activates. The amygdala is like the brain's alarm system. Its job is to detect danger and keep us safe. But here's the important part. The brain does not distinguish very well between physical danger and the emotional threat. So disappointment, stress, fear, uncertainty can activate the same survival response as real danger. The nervous system shifts into fight or flight mode. So your heart rate increases, your breathing changes, and your muscles tighten. Even if logically you know you're okay. And that's when I realized something very important. Even when our mind says, I'm fine, our nervous system may still be activated. Like many of us do, I tried to fix this state I was in with the mind. I try to elevate my state. Every morning I set intentions to be my highest self. I journal, I did yoga, I try to stay grounded. But as the day went on, I would slip back into that low emotional state. And neurologically, this makes sense, right? Because when the body is in a stress response, the prefrontal cortex, the logical thinking part of the brain, has less influence. And the emotional brain becomes louder, right? Because there's danger. So even though I was reasoning with myself, my body was still holding that activation. And I also noticed something else. I started reaching for comfort foods, right? Like sugar, snacks. And this is dopamine seeking, right? We need some comfort. When we feel low, the brain looks for quick relief, like scrolling, distraction, food. Not because we're weak, but because the nervous system is trying to regulate itself. And if you've ever noticed stress showing up in your body, maybe as chest tightness, stomach tension, or headaches, keep watching, because the last step I'll share is the one that helped me the most. After a few days of going through this, something clicked. There are moments in life where we're going to feel like that. Something happens that we hope would go differently, something that knocks us out of alignment. And in those moments, we don't necessarily need to fix ourselves. We need to feel, because emotions are not problems to solve. They are physiological waves moving through the nervous system. But they can only move through if we allow them. And these moments invite us into awareness, to pause and ask, what am I doing right now? Am I reaching for food, alcohol, overworking, shutting down? These are coping patterns. And when we judge ourselves for them, we often stay stuck. But when we observe without judgment, we activate the prefrontal cortex again. And that helps regulate the nervous system. You see, awareness is not weakness. Awareness is neurological power. One powerful step is simply naming what you feel. Ask yourself, What am I feeling right now? Is it sadness? Is it anger, fear, disappointment? Research shows that labeling an emotion reduces amygdala activation and increases regulation in the prefrontal cortex. And in simple terms, when you name it, you calm it. So write it down. Say it out loud. The emotion is asking to be acknowledged because thoughts live in the mind and emotions feel in the body. If they are not felt, they will stay there. They will be stored in the nervous system. They can show up as muscle tension, jaw tightness, gut discomfort, chronic stress. The body is asking, please feel me. Please let me move. So I want you to notice where you feel the emotion. Is it in your chest, in your stomach, in your throat? Just sit with it for a moment without fixing it, without analyzing it. That's how the nervous system begins to complete that stress cycle. Now, I want to share with you the 3 simple things that help my body move this emotion through instead of staying stuck. So step 1 is to name the emotion. Ask yourself, what am I feeling right now? Label it, because this alone reduces emotional reactivity in the brain. Step 2, locate it in the body. Where do you feel it? Is it in chest? Usually, right? Stomach, most likely. Throat. You can't speak, really. Place your attention there. Slow breath in, slow breath out, and do it multiple times. And now you're signaling safety to your nervous system. And step 3, move the body. This is the most powerful one. You cannot think your way out of stress. You start with the body first. I want you to walk, stretch, shake your arms. Take a few slow exhales, longer than inhales. This activates the parasympathetic nervous system, the system responsible for calm and recovery. And when the body calms down, the mind follows. And this is how we free ourselves from being stuck in sadness, anxiety, or stress. Not by pretending everything is fine, not by forcing positivity, but simply allowing. So be patient with yourself because your nervous system is learning. You can feel, you can regulate, you can grow. And thank you for being here with me. And I'd love to hear from you. Where do you usually feel stress in the body? Let me know in the comments. Until next time.